Good morning. I'm here today to show you how to make your own stamp pressure tool. I saw this idea on Created to Create. She has one that she made and she talked about the pieces that she bought and it was pretty cool. And I thought, oh, I could do that. And I didn't think it was going to be as expensive as it was. It's still cheaper than buying one, well, for me, no, I could have bought one cheaper, but I had more fun this way. So what I needed was these heavy-duty felt pads that I got at Menards. Then you need a finial, and this is actually the top of a fence post, and it had a nice long screw in it. So my husband unscrewed it and took it out. You need a piece of, this is 400 grit, but 500 to 600 grit would work better. Sandpaper. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to sandpaper around your finial because you want it to be smooth, because unless you like this natural wood look, you're going to want to paint it. So I'll just do that real briefly. Ooh, how much fun. Okay. I actually did it all last night. And then you want to brush off the, the dust that you sanded off. So then this cost me around $8 or $9. This was several dollars. The sandpaper was $6. So I probably spent $12 on this and this. Okay. Then I had to buy paintbrushes. And I bought these from Hobby Lobby. You can see the price. Well, then I had to buy paint. And so Ida had, from Created to Create, had done hers with a rose gold paint. And I thought, ooh, that would be so pretty. So I'll just go ahead and get rose gold paint, which I did. Then I like glitter and glam. Excuse me. So I bought this, it's just fine glitter paint. It's called Tangerine Mandarin, but to me it looks pink. So I was going to go over the top once I had it painted with this color. All right, so I am going to open my brush. Oops, I'm going to make a mess. The cat's fascinated. She's on the other side of the camera. I'm going to take my, well, maybe I'm not going to take my plastic off my paint. The paint I got on sale at Hobby Lobby, and I think I paid a couple dollars because it was like 40% off. I'm going to shake it up really well because sometimes, it's sitting on the shelf a while and it can separate. Hope I didn't make anybody seasick. All right, I'm going to squirt some paint down. Don't you dare step in it, you stinker bean. So I've got my paint. And I'm just going to load up my brush. And I'm going to paint 2 coats of this. And then I'm going to let it dry in between each coat. And it might be really pretty too if you did the little ledge here in a different color, kind of an accent color, once you had it all painted. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have to go and buy some more paint. All right, let me finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten the first coat of paint on and you can see there's still imperfections in the wood that show through, so it is going to need a second coat of paint. I wish that you were here in person to see how beautiful this paint is. The camera is not doing it justice. It really does look like a nice rose gold. It's a little rosier than real rose gold, but it is this Deco Art metallics paint. It says it dries quickly. It does not, and it really isn't too pet friendly. Fifi came up and stuck her nose in it to see what it smelled like. She didn't get paint on her nose, but she just stuck her nose in it, and then she gagged. She did not like the smell of it at all, and now she is sitting on the step ignoring me. So I'm going to put my second coat of this on, and I just squeeze out a bit, and I'm using the same brush. And when I do paint, I notice that I tend to paint in the direction of the grain because you just get a better looking coat of paint that way. So I'm just following the grain and putting that second coat of paint on. I am not painting the bottom because I'm going to put the furniture felt pad on, and I'll talk more about that and what the brand name is for that in case you want to try to find it. It does come in a set of 4, and so if you had a bunch of other friends, you know, this might be a fun project to get together and do with them. Or if you have a bunch of stamping friends, this would make an awesome gift too. I guess online, the stamping pressure tool, which is what we're trying to make here, costs approximately $20. And if I had had the sandpaper, and if I had had my paints, then it only would have cost me $12 to make this project. Because like I had said, the finial was $8, the fence finial that I'm painting. I did look on Amazon.com to see if they sold any, and they don't. And I think it's because the wood prices have just gone crazy, and so they probably sold out of all they had, and they're probably not getting any more back in. All right, so notice I'm taking my brush, you know, also around, because I just want to make sure that I don't have excess paint on. All right, I'm going to finish painting this, and then I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I'll come back and we'll put the glitter paint on it. Okay, so we have done 3 coats of paint. I did one when you weren't looking, haha. And it's nice and dry. I wish you could see this paint in person. It's really pretty, and it's very shiny. So now I am going to take my Folk Art Glitterific Fine Tangerine Mandarin paint. This is just a glitter in a clear base. To me, it looks pink, but they call it tangerine, so I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to do the last coat using this paint. Oh dear, if I can get the little protective thingamabobber off. There, the seal. I've got the seal off. I'm gonna just stick some of my paint down, and I should probably, you know, use the cap to get it out, but I didn't. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have the same type of little squirty cap. All right, so I'm going to load up my paintbrush. And I have a feeling I'm going to need several good dollops of paint. All right, and I'm just going to start painting around the base. And I'm going to paint the entire knob, or finial actually, for my pretty little, what do you call it, stamp pressure tool. I think this is going to be absolutely gorgeous, and I really think that Ida on Created to Create has done a stunning job with this. She also did say something about using hockey pucks or something. I don't know. But I do like the idea of using the finial from the fencing much better. It does have a good feel, which is something that she mentioned. And yeah, it's pretty, very pretty. All right, so I'm going to finish painting this, and then I'll get back and show you what it looks like. Okay, well, I got the paint on my pressure tool, and the glitter paint was extremely thick and icky. So the directions did say to dab it on, and I did try to brush it on, but I got it on. And as you can see, it adds a really pretty sparkle to it. So I'm really liking this. You know, imagine if you were a new crafter, maybe a new stamper, I don't know, maybe you got a new die cut machine and you just wanted to make something. You could make yourself this pressure stamping tool, and you could make yourself one of those little pokey tools. Or if you wanted to give someone a really awesome gift, make them the pressure tool and make them a pokey tool and give it to them, because that would be really nice. And you could paint it up. You could do anything you wanted to it, you know, maybe put a flower design on it or whatever. So now I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to put this felt pad on the bottom of it. And like I said, this did come from, what do you call it? Lowe's. No, it did not come from Lowe's. I lied. It came from Menards. And it's made by Shepherd, and it's item number 9928, heavy duty felt pads. These are 3 inches in diameter. It's almost the same size as the bottom of this finial that I'm using. And it does come with adhesive on the back. And I am going to try very hard to get that adhesive off. Here we go. So I've got my piece of adhesive off, and all I have to do is just stick it down on my tool, centering it the best I can, giving it a nice push. And there we go. My pressure tool is done. So when I have my stamping apparatus, I can just push down on it and apply even pressure to get my stamps to be nicely done. So there you go. I hope you like it. I have put the link to Created to Create's video also, so you can see the one she did. It was very nice. And she's the one that, you know, gave me this idea to make this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you did, please hit the like button and please subscribe because it gives me joy. Thank you. Bye-bye.